Let's find some answers. A malicious exostructure near the solar power generation plant was identified as the source of the military sentries that attacked the city. The source! So we've destroyed it. We're safe now, right? Everything is fine after eliminating the exostructure. Swade and Logan returned to the Guardian headquarters. At least this works, for now. She doesn't seem nice. That is a good point. Oh no! The trial time will be approximately... Fine! Right, fine, I understand how to block. It's just the optional object. Oh no, optional objective. Don't lose any hellhounds. Alright. Good doggy, I guess. Fine. How is that to attack? No, only needs to attacking for some ungodly reason, fine.
Just distribute the damage. Just distribute the damage, Vestin. That's all there's to it. You're dealing 3 points of damage. Distribute that damage. On the right side it says you're dealing 3 points of damage. There's 0 blocking. Thank you. This is hard to watch sometimes. Let me put it this way, having played the scenarios, this is extremely trivial to conceptualize. Each of them deals a single point of damage. If there's only 2 of them, they cannot get through the wall because the wall blocks up to 3 points of damage, and if it doesn't get destroyed, it gets to stay. Turn after turn because it regenerates, it soaks up the damage fully.
Yeah, I figured it out.
Well, it has certainly taken you a decent bit past Vestin.
Didn't lose any hellhounds. Yes, yes, it is.
That's the obvious solution. The wall soaks up 2, but it doesn't go away, so it can soak up 2 every single turn. That's its utility. If you just destroy it in a single turn, it's gone. So that wall is worth a lot more than just 3 engineers.
Absorbs. Down they go. Of course, because he doesn't. Alright.
And here's where you learn something else. You would like to destroy the engineers first, wouldn't you? Because walls seem to be worth more since they regenerate. You have to sacrifice some walls because there's just too much damage coming in. Not every one of them can survive. However, you will also be taught that what you need is granularity. That is, you need to be able to dissipate as much damage as you can.
I sincerely hope I don't screw up.
And you need engineers for that precisely. Think of them as pennies, so you have exact change.
That's the best soaking I can do at this point, as far as I can see.
No, you always have the wall absorb the maximum amount.
Like this.
Correct. This is fine.
Yes, and
All your defenses will be destroyed, but you don't care about them, right? You care about what they protect. There we go.
I needed all those defenses. Oh goodness. Final challenge. Well, let's not mess this one up. Ooh. It's just an exercise in dividing. And again, 5. So it absorbs 4. Excellent. I think I did that right. Because dividing without the engineers might prove a tad more difficult. Well, it's not like I have much choice. No!
Yes, it does get quite counterintuitive at times. It makes more sense to sacrifice a smaller wall instead of dissipating too little damage on a larger wall. I could have omitted this and just shown you the solution, but I think it's worth keeping in. It's brief enough as it is.
Not failing here. Apparently sometimes it's better to leave those engineers.
It's not about the engineers, but whatever.
Let it just absorb 3.
No, do not let it just absorb 3. That means that some damage that could have been absorbed on the Matrix is essentially going to waste. You're dealing damage to units you don't have to be dealing it to. Thus you're not being as efficient as you could otherwise have been. It makes a lot more sense to make the sacrifice of an initial wall. Dissipate on that wall, dealing 2 damage to it at that point. Or maybe you can do it this way as well. I think there's a possibility on turn 3 to just dissipate differently. Sack the engineers on turn 1 and then sack more walls in the middle. Perhaps this is the solution after all. There might be a decent degree of flexibility. No, I would have sacked the engineer this turn. There's more than one solution to this one, I guess.
Absorbs 4. We deal damage. Absorbs 1. We deal damage. Done. Didn't lose any hellhounds. Although it was not obvious, but this one was absolutely doable. Now, of course, the options were extremely limited, but then again, I'm also fairly certain this one was not affected by balance in the slightest. A steel forge consumes a blast forge, and it gives you 2 Bohemian, of course. No, and it can construct steel splitters. It consumes drones, I'll give you that, but no, emergency steel splitters, because the cost isn't exactly what you'd want, is it? A drone costs 5? No, it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. That's 3 in energy. It's a weird conversion. Your combat efficiency was 100%. You didn't lose a single hellhound. Well done. See, Logan? Told you I knew what I was doing. For further skill development, I recommend the following training module. I mean, that's congratulatory AI after beating something that was meant for absolute beginners. So this time she'll probably recommend something a tiny bit more advanced, and will show that the accomplishment has not been all that impressive. More defense for dimwits, building the right defenders at the right time. $48 kilograms, sir. Never mind.